Have you ever grabbed a fizzy soda, an energy drink, or a sugary bottled tea, thinking it's just a harmless pick-me-up? Well, what if I told you that the very drink you're sipping could silently be pushing you toward a life-threatening stroke, overnight? Welcome back to Fitness Tips, your go-to channel for science-based health insights that can literally save your life. Today's video is more than just a warning. It's a wake-up call. A doctor's urgent message that uncovers the shocking truth behind a wildly popular drink that's present in almost every household. By the end of this video, you'll not only know which drink is raising your stroke risk while you sleep, but also how to protect yourself and your loved ones starting tonight. So stay with us, because skipping this could be a deadly mistake. This drink is sold in billions every year, but few know it's a stroke risk. Let's begin with a simple but shocking truth. This drink is everywhere. Supermarkets, vending machines, gas stations, your fridge. Globally, it's consumed billions of times each year. And most of us never question it. We're talking about sugar-sweetened beverages, yes, those colorful cans of soda, artificially flavored juices, energy drinks, and even that innocent-looking sweet iced tea. A 2024 report by top neurologists and cardiologists revealed something spine-chilling. Just one sugary drink per day increases the risk of ischemic stroke by up to 18%. That's right, 18%. But here's the kicker. The damage doesn't happen over months or years. It can begin just hours after consumption, especially in those with existing health conditions. Why is that? Let's dig deeper. Point 1. Sugar spikes and clotting chaos, the biological time bomb. When you consume a sugary drink, especially one that contains high fructose corn syrup or added glucose, your body reacts immediately. Within minutes, your blood sugar spikes, and insulin is rushed into your bloodstream. That sounds normal, right? Well, it's not. This sudden spike causes inflammation inside your blood vessels. And here's the dangerous part. This inflammation leads to a condition called endothelial dysfunction, where the inner lining of your blood vessels becomes weak, sticky, and prone to clot formation. And what causes a stroke? You guessed it, blood clots that block the flow of oxygen to your brain. One clinical study followed over 120,000 adults for more than a decade and found that regular soda drinkers had a significantly higher incidence of strokes, particularly those that happened during sleep or in the early morning hours. Why? Because at night, our blood becomes thicker and slower. Combine that with elevated sugar levels and inflammation, and you're looking at a perfect storm for a stroke. Doctors say this stroke risk peaks while you're sleeping. Here's something that most people have never heard. The majority of fatal strokes happen between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. when the body is coming out of its resting state. If you've had a sugary drink late at night, say a soda with dinner, or an energy drink to stay awake, your body is already under oxidative stress. Your blood vessels are inflamed, and your insulin sensitivity is down. Now imagine what happens during those early morning hours. Your blood pressure naturally rises to wake your body up. But if your vessels are already irritated and sticky from sugar, this surge in pressure can cause a clot to dislodge, or worse, a vessel to rupture in your brain. And it all started with that drink you thought was harmless. Point 2. Caffeine, dehydration, and stroke. The hidden trio. It's not just the sugar that's dangerous. There's another deadly ingredient in many of these drinks: caffeine. Energy drinks and even many sodas contain high amounts of caffeine, which is a natural diuretic. That means it causes the body to lose water quickly, leading to dehydration. Why does that matter? Because dehydration thickens the blood, increasing the likelihood of clot formation. Now picture this scenario. You're already mildly dehydrated, you've consumed a sugary caffeinated drink, and you're heading to bed. You won't drink water for the next 6 to 8 hours. That's a long stretch of time when your blood is thick, your vessels are irritated, and your clotting risk is quietly rising. This is exactly why doctors warn against consuming these drinks late in the evening. One study even concluded that consuming just 2 cans of soda per day increased the risk of a stroke by 23%, and that risk was higher in women and individuals over 40. Even diet versions aren't safe. Here's why. You might be thinking, okay, I switched to diet soda. I'm safe, right? Unfortunately, not at all. In fact, recent studies show that artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin can be just as harmful, if not worse, when it comes to stroke risk. These sweeteners trigger an insulin-like response, confusing your metabolism and leading to a condition known as insulin resistance, which is a major contributor to stroke and heart disease. Even scarier? A 2023 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who drank more than 1 diet soda per day had a 29% increased risk of stroke, particularly hemorrhagic strokes, the kind that causes bleeding in the brain. So, just because the label says, 0 sugar, doesn't mean it's 0 danger. Point 3. It's not just about stroke, think dementia and memory loss. Here's another devastating truth. These sugary and artificially sweetened drinks don't just impact your heart and blood vessels, they also target your brain. Research from Boston University showed that people who drank more than 1 sugary beverage per day had poorer memory, reduced brain volume, and a smaller hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for learning and memory. But the most shocking discovery? These individuals were also twice as likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. The connection between stroke and dementia is strong. Every small stroke damages your brain, sometimes silently. Over time, this leads to vascular dementia, which is currently incurable. So yes, that one drink affects much more than your waistline. It could slowly be erasing your memories. Still think one drink won't hurt? Think again. Let me tell you about a woman named Sandra. She was 42 years old, healthy, and active. But she had one habit. Every evening after dinner, she drank a cold soda to relax. One morning, Sandra never woke up. Her husband found her unresponsive. The doctors confirmed it was a massive stroke. What shocked everyone? Her only major risk factor was daily soda consumption. No high blood pressure, no smoking, no family history. This is not a rare case. In fact, ERs are seeing younger and younger patients coming in with strokes, many with no obvious health issues, but all with one thing in common: high intake of sweetened beverages. Point 4. Inflammation and free radicals, the silent assassins. When your body processes these sugary and chemically loaded drinks, it produces free radicals, unstable molecules that damage your cells. This leads to chronic inflammation, which is the root of 80% of modern diseases, including stroke. Over time, inflammation causes arteries to harden, blood vessels to lose elasticity, and platelets to become overly active, all of which are direct pathways to stroke. Worse yet, these free radicals don't go away on their own. They linger, quietly causing damage night after night, especially if sugary drinks are a daily habit. Energy drinks? You might as well play Russian roulette. If you think energy drinks are a better option, think again. A single energy drink can contain up to 300 milligrams of caffeine, combined with sugar and other stimulants like guarana and taurine. The combination causes sudden spikes in blood pressure, heart palpitations, and vasoconstriction, the narrowing of blood vessels. Several young adults with no prior health issues have suffered fatal strokes and heart attacks within hours of consuming multiple energy drinks. These are not isolated cases, they're increasing globally. Doctors are now calling energy drinks stroke bombs in a can. Point 5. What you should drink instead: your safe, healing alternatives. So what can you do? Here's the good news: your body has a remarkable ability to heal when given the right environment. Start replacing sugary drinks with plain water. Keeps your blood flowing smoothly and prevents dehydration. Herbal teas, chamomile, hibiscus, and ginger teas are anti-inflammatory and heart-healthy. Infused water, add cucumber, lemon, or mint for flavor without the sugar. Fresh coconut water, rich in potassium and hydrating without the harmful additives. Switching to these alternatives can reduce your stroke risk within weeks, improve brain function, and lower inflammation markers in your blood. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another life-saving video from Fitness Tips. Remember, the best investment you can make is in your health. Stay informed. Stay healthy. Stay alive.